Lethal Confidence, message from the author. Confidence, or a lack thereof, seems to be weighing on the hearts and minds of a lot of people today. It seems like more and more people are going through life with little to no confidence in the way that they live their life, make decisions throughout their life, in addition to how they pursue their own degree of happiness and follow their passions in general. In essence, people really aren't living out their best lives, like driving on fumes. So many people today are just existing and not truly living. Well, I say enough is enough. With all the books out there today written on confidence, why do so many people still suffer from a lack of confidence? Is it because what's written out there on confidence doesn't really hit the mark as to what confidence is, where it really comes from, let alone how you really get it, and get it fast? What's more, who are these people writing about confidence? What's their background? What's going on in their lives? Do they have confidence? To what degree? What level? Do they ever have down days? Or have difficulty making decisions? Would or could any of these people actually inspire you to greater confidence if you read their story? Maybe some, but not most. In writing Lethal Confidence, I reviewed some 48 other books written on confidence in one night. I just wanted to see what was out there. When writing my book, Rich Coach, Broke Coach, a book that I wrote for coaches, life coaches, personal, business, etc., I read some 50 plus books on coaching, only to find out that they all said the same darn thing. So for Lethal Confidence, I went to Amazon and I just read the table of contents and every free book excerpt, as well as the book's descriptions, author bios, and 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and some 4-star reviews. Well, do you know what I found? With roughly 90% of all the books out there today written on confidence, I found nothing more than the same old, regurgitated, mumbo-jumbo, boring, cliché, new age woo-woo, hot air, stupid mindset BS advice that left so many readers saying things like, I'm really surprised at all these positive reviews for this book. First, the author has 0 credentials except for a passion for self-improvement. Just another, all you have to do is think it and it will happen self-help book. Or, I think if a book promises total self-confidence, it ought to deliver. The book starts off great, and then the woo-woo kicks in full force with new age garbage. This book is a hype book. It's all about positive mindset with nothing to really do besides change your mind. This was my favorite. Unreadable for anyone with an IQ more than a washing machine. And again, I'm reading reviews that came from a variety of books on confidence on Amazon. This book, 400 pages, and being generous, about 10 pages of useful information. But if you've read any books in this genre, it's information you already know. Vague, confusing, worded, and basically says all the stuff that every other book says. It's utterly useless. Many of the author's talking points are completely parroted by other people. It basically tells you things you already know. Stop doubting yourself. You got this. Lacks originality, freshness, and content. The book is plagiarism. It's quite simply just a bunch of random nonsense. First book that I've thrown away. This book is trash. This book, on confidence, written by somebody else, was quite annoying to read. There's a lot of repetitive terms and sentences throughout the book. Here's one. I'm unsure if the doctor is unable to translate her thoughts into common words, or that the writer is unable to realize that the way she is wording the concepts is confusing and wrong. The book was full of profanity. I came across that a lot. A lot of these books had profanity in them. I think this book is for children. And this is my own personal experience, says one reviewer, but this book did not help me. It just showed me that there is one more book out there that I cannot use. Now, I'm not here to disparage anyone who wants to write a book on a topic like confidence, as all of the authors seem to be very nice people from what I read about them. I will say this, if you do write a book about a topic like confidence, please You have to hit the mark and not waste people's time or insult their intelligence. Besides, confidence is not something we have time to mess around with or waste time. Confidence affects so many aspects of our lives, from how we feel about ourselves to how we interact with others, how we perform, how we go about making decisions that can affect our lives, large and small. We're not talking about some kind of recipe that you can mess up a little bit, only for you to say, well, that didn't turn out the way we had hoped. We'll just toss it. Better luck next time. No, we're talking about people's hearts, their minds, their lives. Confidence is a serious topic, not to take lightly under any circumstance. It's also my firm belief that if you're going to write a book about confidence, you should have it in abundance and for a very long time. You should know where it comes from, exactly how to get it, and how to share it with others. Or would you rather read a book about someone who never really had confidence until a few months ago when they discovered their personal power, and along with scientific studies, they now feel credentialed to share their take on confidence, where it comes from, and how to get it? No, thank you. I'll skip having a slice of that pie. Here's what I will say, though, and I'm not going to mince words with you. Inside Lethal Confidence, I'm going to respect your time and your intelligence, and I'm going to get right to the heart of the matter, where confidence is concerned. This entire book is dedicated to confidence, learning where it comes from, how to get it, why most people don't have it, what's it like to have lethal confidence, my personal list of 222 plus ass-kicking affirmations that run through my brain 24/7, 365, as well as 45 plus real-life scenarios where people experience low self-confidence and what I would say or do about it if I were in their shoes. You see, in all those other books on confidence, you will never find any author addressing real-life scenarios beyond simply describing what confidence is and how that person might feel if they suffer from a lack of confidence, such as someone who has low self-confidence in the bedroom. Well, they might feel a certain way, and they tend to be shy and not so. They need to work on it. Really? Thanks for describing nothing. Please. You see, I've read about as much garbage and time-wasting articles on confidence and their lack of real-life advice than I can stomach. Well, now that you know what else is out there, and it's not much, where it relates to confidence, books on confidence, and what people will tell you about confidence, I'm here to take my stab at it. Because, well, when it comes to confidence, I just don't have your regular dose of it. I have what I term to be lethal confidence. You see, it's important that you get the facts, be told the truth, and get to what will help you be successful in life, where confidence is concerned, and not waste your time. Or worse, let you down. Well, in 2015, some 8 years ago, I came up with the phrase lethal confidence, and I wrote about it inside my book, BS the Book, because the world is so full of it, your how-to guide on cutting through personal BS, which was originally published in 2004. Then, in 2020, I recorded that lethal confidence section, and I uploaded it to my YouTube channel in 2021 for the world to listen to for free. Basically, inside that one section that I wrote 8 years ago, I got right to the point, right to where confidence comes from and how you can get it. Literally, that section takes up just 2 pages inside BS the Book. What's more, it only took me 2 pages because I've lived with lethal confidence practically all my life. And so I know quite well where it comes from and how you get it, and I summed it up for you in just 2 measly pages. So then, why write a 232-page book, which I wrote in 23.2 days, on confidence like this one, lethal confidence? Well, mainly because I have that much to say about a topic that literally is the gasoline that will fuel your success the second you put this book down and apply everything that I say inside it. How's that for starters? And while this book is 232 pages, I'm still going to be brief. I'm going to cut to the chase. I'm going to write as matter of fact. I'm going to skip the long, drawn-out explanations ad nauseum on what confidence and self-confidence are and why you need it. We know why we need it. You just want to know how to get it and get your fair share of it so you can rock your world. Am I right? You bet I am. Everything I know about confidence, specifically lethal confidence, and without any fluff, muff, hot air, woo-woo, cliché talk, with the hopes of trying to convince you that confidence is some far-off mental realm that you have to play tricks with your brain or your mind and repeat a bunch of silly phrases or breathe or shake your hands and tap into your authentic self to secure it for its use. No. Instead, I wrote this book as if I personally wanted to read it to understand where lethal confidence comes from, what it's like to have it, and how do I get it? What more could you ask for, right? Well, I have it, lethal confidence, and I'm going to share it with you as promised. That said, here's what you should know about me and why you're going to love this book on confidence. Number one, what I share with you inside this book comes from my having had lethal confidence myself for over 40 years. In fact, jump to the About the Author section in the back of the book, page 205, or listen to the audio of About the Author and find out exactly who and what type of person, me, wrote this book. Number two, I also live every word, sentence, phrase, paragraph, tip, and suggestion you're about to read or listen to inside this book, of which everything you're about to take in comes from me and practically no other source. So I'm not out there plagiarizing other material or borrowing talking points or phrases from these other gurus on confidence or whatever. No way, no way. And number three, lastly, I don't see myself taking anyone else's advice on confidence other than my own. Besides, there's no other level of confidence I'd rather have than lethal confidence. Now, it's your turn. And I hope you'll be just as successful attaining your own level of lethal confidence faster than I can wish it upon you. Having said that, let's jump right into where confidence comes from and what exactly is lethal confidence and how you can get it too. Come on, let's get started. Lethal confidence is about to be yours.